Coming up September 21st from Wembley Stadium will be the big heavyweight showdown between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. This will be for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the world. However, the undercard speaks of some tremendous bouts as well. And we're going to talk about one of those matchups here. Let's talk about an interesting super featherweight title match that is on this undercard. Super featherweights are the subject of this video, and one super featherweight bout in particular is going to be exciting on the undercard of Dubois versus Joshua, Joshua versus Dubois. And that's going to be the super featherweight matchup between champion Anthony Cacace and Josh Warranton. These two UK fighters, well, Cacace is out of Ireland. Warranton is definitely from the UK. But it's a battle of two men that no one really foresaw these two coming together, but they're finally gonna do this. Now, interestingly, like we are seeing coming up on the Bitter Beef versus Bivol card, Warranton lost his last fight by TKO. In October of 2023, he was stopped by Leigh Wood. Now, that is something that's interesting because Warranton, who's a big name over on that side of the pond, is undoubtedly someone that could have been passed over for the likes of someone more deserving. But he's bringing his record of 31-3 with 8 KOs in against the champion, Cacace. Now, Cacace, who in his last bout stopped Joe Cordina back in May of 2024, he's a southpaw that's 35 years of age and 5'10", and finally got his chance at a world title when people thought that he wasn't going to be able to do that, and he stopped Cordina brutally. His record moved to 21-1 with 8 KOs. These two are a Mutt and Jeff matchup, orthodox against southpaw, but Warranton, who has had his share of wars, is coming in at a tremendous height deficit, being only 5'7". Cacace showed me something in his match against Joe Cordina, and that was the fact that he could put punches together. They say he has a sneaky type power with only 8 KOs in the 22 bouts that he's had, well, 23. But when he nailed Joe Cordina, he really put Cordina in trouble, in peril. And even though he has only 8 KOs, you could tell Joe was feeling those shots. Warranton, who's a much smaller guy in height, is 33 years of age, and he's had some rough fights. The TKO losses to Leigh Wood and back in 2021 against Mauricio Lara, where he was knocked cold, put him in a place where people weren't so certain about his future. This fight could be another situation where he is in peril because Cacace has hit a groove. He has been winning and winning and winning. And sometimes these hard-nosed fighters who are blue-collar workers, the payoff happens for them. People overlook them, people dismiss them, and then they show up when the lights are on, and then they make people disappointed, those who weren't favoring him. Warranton resorts to physical acts of headbutting and low blows, elbows, the dirty tactics that can set a fighter off or get him distracted. I'm not so certain those type of tactics are going to work for him against a fighter like Cacace. Cacace is known to be able to be rough and tumble himself, and because of his lanky build, I don't think you want to get into a situation where elbows are going to be the make of order. I really like his uppercuts on the inside. He has a nice double hook that he throws with that right hand and out of the southpaw position. What's interesting is, will Warranton be able to get beyond the jab and that line that Cacace draws in the sand to separate them? That's going to be something that he's going to have to work at. A simple high guard of trying to bull your way in is not going to work. This man has hand speed. Like I said, he throws combinations and he throws all sorts of punches, meaning he has a complete arsenal. Left hook, right hand, right hook, uppercut, straights down the pike. I don't think this is a favorable fight for Warranton, and I do believe that Cacace is the type of fighter that's going to continue to win and upset the cart. The fight will be contested for the IBF title that he won from Joe Cordina and the IBO super featherweight title that he had going into his fight with Joe Cordina. Warranton, though he's the younger man in this particular bout, I don't think very much favors him. And I don't say that as if I have something against Josh Warranton. I say it because of what I recognize in Anthony Cacace. Sometimes becoming a world champion can make a fighter 10 to 20% a better man. And knowing that he has something to defend, Cacace may really be on point when he comes in there against Warranton. So I'm really favoring him in this fight. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this matchup between these two rugged warriors. Do you have Cacace or Warranton? It remains to be seen. Leave comments and let's discuss. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.